There's two different ways of calculating low-level codes in Business Central. One is the automatically, which normally is to prefer, but it could be very heavy to work with in the normal day. And the other one is a batch job you run. So from the main menu, you could run the batch job by just entering here the low-level code, like this. And it says here, calculate low-level code. And you say yes, and it calculates all through the hierarchy. This is a very simple demo data, but if you have 50,000 items in 10 levels of hierarchies, this could be quite a batch job. So it could take some time. This is one way of doing it. If it's not possible to calculate, I'll get back to that, you will have an error while running this. The other way is if in the manufacturing setup, this is, in my opinion, the normal way of doing it, or the most used way, there's a check mark here called dynamic low-level code that could be set. If this check mark is set, the system will automatically calculate when you certify a bill of material, which means if you go in your production bill of materials, and I'll take my front hub, and I know that my front hub is part of my bike. So I have a hierarchy of items already here. And to change it, I have to change the status. Now, if I'm entering a bike here on the line, I'm saying that a bike is part of a front hub and a front hub is part of a bike, and that is not possible. This means if I'm trying to certify my routing now, because of the dynamic low-level code calculation, it says here that it's not possible. And the error message actually says that it exceeds 50 levels because it's trying to calculate again and again and again in an endless loop. Therefore, this is not possible. I have to change my bike, take it away again, and be assured my hierarchy is working correctly, and then I can certify it. So it can be quite complex if you have very high or very deep hierarchies to figure out where the failure is, because once I'm adding the bike to this line, it's a circular reference, so it's not like a top-level hierarchy. And this is a very common mistake for manufacturing customers. So set this check mark, I'll suggest you to do that.